Let's work with changing terminating decimals to a fraction. What we mean by terminating decimal is that the decimal comes to an end. There's not a repeating part, or it doesn't continue to go on forever without a pattern. So this is a decimal that does not repeat, it actually terminates. So how we're going to start that is the number of places to the right of the decimal, that's the number of zeros we need in the fraction to start it out. So for this one, since we have 0.6, this is going to be 6 over 10. Because we need 1 0, because we have one place behind the decimal, because this is the tenths position, so this is a 10 on the bottom. So we're not quite finished yet. We still have a 6/10, which can be reduced. We can reduce 6 and 10 by 2. So if we divide 2, dividing 2 out of 6, and we're going to divide 2 out of the 10, 6 divided by 2 becomes 3, 10 divided by 2 becomes 5, and we're looking again to see if we can reduce any more. We cannot, so 3/5 becomes our fraction for 0.6. Let's try the next one. Now we have the decimal 0.38. We now have 2 places behind the decimal or to the right of the decimal. That means we need 2 zeros in the bottom of our fraction. So we're starting with 38 over 100 because we need those 2 zeros. Same thing like previous. We have a 38 and a 100. Both of those can now be reduced. On it, we can also divide. We can divide 2 out of both of them. So divide by 2 and divide by 2. 38 divided by 2 is a 19. 100 divided by 2 would be 50. We look at our fraction again just to make certain. Can we reduce any more than 19 and this 50? And we cannot reduce it anymore. So our final answer is 19 over 50. Let's look at one that's a little bit larger than that even. So now we have the decimal 0.625. We have 3 places to the right of the decimal, 6, 2, and 5. Because we have 3 places, we need 3 zeros on the bottom of our fraction to start off. So we're going to have 625 on the top, and we're going to have 1 with 3 zeros on the bottom. This can again be reduced. We can divide each of them by 5. So if we divide 625 by 5, we get 125. That's 125. 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. So we look again, and this is a 125 and a 200. We can still divide each of these things by 5. So if we divide 125 by 5, that is 25. 200 divided by 5 is a 40. We still have a number in common because a 25 and a 40 both have a 5 involved. So 25 divided by 5 is going to be 5. 40 divided by 5 is going to be 8. Looking at these final numbers here, the 5 and the 8, neither 5 or 8 can be divided by, or 5 and 8 don't have a number in common that we can divide by, so we're finished. And 0.625 is the same thing as 5/8.